Good afternoon, everyone, or morning, or whatever time of day it is. Welcome back to Knights and Dragons. This is episode 5. I am Sir Steel Tower, and today we're just going to be hanging out at the base. Nothing too exciting. I still have plenty of homework to do on the Create mod and Ars Nouveau mod, so I'll be highlighting some of the things that we're going to do today, trying to develop our industry, our infrastructure, our technology, and see if we can start making the base produce resources for us while we're out risking our lives. Today we are going to begin gathering enough emeralds to hire a cattle herd. The cow herd will harvest leather for us, and then we can use the leather to eventually upgrade the leather worker, buy a saddle, ride the bird, and then fly the bird over the sea serpent in order to reach the andesite so that we can develop the create mod. In the meantime, though, I have a surprise. I think I can use the gold we have to begin working on the Ars Nouveau mod. There are some things we can do now, and they mostly involve crops and harvesting what's called source, which is effectively mana. Just think of it as an air mattress. Or maybe a futon. It's fine. I know it's hideous, but this is the best we can do right now. We'll build them a proper house later. The thing that concerns me is that they are not feeding themselves. Your people are starving! What are you doing? Alright. You guys are the official breadwinners of the group. So here, win some bread, alright? You win some bread. You missed. Come here. Yeah, you. No. Hold still. There. Good. Now feed the others, will you? Good news! We have our first baby villager. And when he grows up, he will be a leather worker. And the leather worker will allow us to buy a saddle. You will one day sell us a saddle, little one. Yes, in about 20 minutes you will be old enough to start trading. And in the meantime... Oh, actually... I think we need a second villager. We need a second baby, because we need one to manage the crops. They're not crops. You do the crops. Farm. These guys. We need a rancher. We need a cowist. And... Alright, so we're going to train the first baby to become, when he grows up, he's going to become a cattle herder. He's going to herd cattle. And the next baby comes along, when he grows up, will be the leather worker. Good, okay. I was having trouble breeding the villagers, and finally figured out what it was. They need 3 pieces of bread each. That was my problem. The farmer villagers, for some reason, are not throwing food around. I think because they don't have enough. And they were not farming from the crops that were available. The thing that I checked a lot of things. One of them was the mob griefing game rule. And that didn't seem to be it. And, yeah, tried a couple different things. Removed the bell. That was another thing. The bell is over here now. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for the baby villager to grow up, I'm going to begin working on the Ars Nouveau mod and see if I can get a source collector. And I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So first of all, we're going to get out the Worn Notebook, which is the Ars Nouveau reference guide to everything. So if you click on Getting Started, spell casting we don't have to worry about, spell mana we don't have to worry about, obtaining source gems, I know how to do that, but we'll get to that when the time is right. New glyphs, no. Source. This is basically page 1 of the Ars Nouveau mod. I've mentioned Ars Nouveau a few times. What Ars Nouveau is, it's a tech mod disguised as a magic mod. This mod in particular is one of the tools that we will be using to combat dragons and other powerful creatures. Source is mana. Source is the fuel that you use to power your magical machines. You can think of Source almost like the Force from Star Wars, where it's just in everything, amid everything, it binds everything together, all that nice stuff. So, Source, in this case, comes from crops, hence the Argo part. Vitalic, Source Link, and Volcanic Source Link. I wonder what Vitalic is. Well, it's expensive, but everything in Ars Nouveau requires gold, so that really isn't that expensive. And we can get a Glistering Melon from the villager, even though we don't have melons. Generates a moderate amount of source from nearby mob death and animal breeding. Additionally, it will generate passive source from nearby baby animals and will accelerate their growth. Oh, that's cool. So we need a Glistering Melon, 2 gold, and 2 source gems. Now, source gems get a little tricky. We have 1 source gem, but to make more, we're going to need lapis. Oh, for some reason, under World Generation is where you find the imbuement chamber. This should be on page 1. There we go. Okay, there's our imbuement chamber. Ta-da! Shiny. I like the way that it seems to it has the animations that make it move. It has the little particle effects, slowly gathering source in itself. Now, it doesn't have an interface. I can click on it and nothing happens. But if I take a lapis and I stick it in there, it will become a source gem. It will. You can see the crafting progress on the right. It's going to go up to 100. It takes a little while because there's no extra source around, no batteries. So it's kind of like a solar charger. It's just passively gathering source out of the world, and it will eventually convert this into a pink source gem. There it is. Okay, so now we have 2 of these. Expensive, but worth it. There we go. We're making this thing that generates source based on animals dying and being born and growing. This will be excellent if we place it next to our cattle farm. We also want to... It goes this way? No. There's our source jar. This is going to be the battery, and we already have the charger. I should put this closer to the cows. There we go. Now, if I kill a cow, this will trigger and it will begin to fill. But I'm not going to do that right now because I also want to get one for over here. It would be kind of a waste to not take advantage of the big farms that we have. So I'm going to make another source gem or 2, and then I'm going to harvest some crops and generate some source that way. Alright, I'm actually going to watch it this time so you guys can see the transformation. I realize I didn't have it on screen for the last 2. So this time we're going to stick it out. There we go. I think the gold goes on the sides. Yeah. Economic source link. Alright. I'm not sure what the range is, so we're just going to plop it in the middle here. And as crops grow, that thing should gather source from them. So we're going to try it. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's already working. You can see it's got some 0% full, but it's got some pink in the bottom now. Yep. So that puppy's going to keep going, and when the time comes for us to use source, it'll be nice to have a few spare batteries lying around. I believe you can also pick up the jar, and it will retain whatever percentage full it is. Ah, friend, you need some bread. Let's give you maybe 5 bread. There you go. Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a minute and say how much I really appreciate the support you guys give and the opportunity that I have to do this. I mean, the software that I'm using to record, the fact that I have Minecraft, these awesome shaders, these mods that all these other people have worked so hard to make. It's all really cool, and I'm really glad to be able to do this, and I hope, you guys are enjoying it too. You have been chosen. Right? You can now be our leather worker. We need to steal one of these guys to become the... Yes, go out. Good. Go down the stairs. Down the stairs. Into the town hall. There we go. Alright. Now we need 18 emeralds! Now that we have a cattle farmer, he is not hired yet. We need 18 emeralds to hire him, which is considerably more than the last guy. All that I can do now is wait for crops to grow, and looks like the sheep are regrowing their wool. I'm just gonna farm emeralds for a while, and, yeah, I'll come back when he's ready. While we wait for things to grow, I'm gonna take a couple more of these lapis and slap them in here to make more source gems, because we're gonna need a bunch. Oops. You're gonna jump in the cow pen, aren't you? I knew it. Wow. You are quite the... Wow. Okay. Good job. Yes, you returned yourself to the... Good job. Okay. He's so excited to be back with his kind. A few more wheat for another trade. Who we got? You are the shepherd. You can sell me an emerald in exchange for some wool. Nice. I'm glad he takes both the natural colors of wool. It's very convenient. Okay, so we're at 11. We're close. No ways to go yet. Mr. Monocle, there you are. Okay. 15. 3 more. That's a sound I haven't heard in a while. Man, it sounds like it's right in front of me. Oh, man. Here it goes. He's in there, but he's not in there. He's not that cave. He's under. There's got to be a really big chamber down there, and he's in it. Well, at least I know which direction not to dig. My guess is that the ghost angered him. It's alright, I have my blue jays to protect me. Alright, we have our 18 emeralds. Now hire this guy. I work fast and reliable. Good. Oh, he needs the chest. Right. I need a tool to continue working. What tool does a butcher need? What tool does a butcher need? He needs more wheat, I guess. A little unconventional, but I know the villagers can open doors. They cannot open gates. So hopefully he'll be able to get in and out. I wonder if the cows are not within the correct distance. I also wonder if he needs a bigger pen. This is 11 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did I get out here? Oh, I really missed my target on that one. Nice. Okay. And that fed the Vitalic Source Link. Wow, it's up to 16% already. All we have to do at this point is wait for the cattle herder, to do his job, and eventually we'll end up with enough leather to upgrade the leather worker and buy a saddle. Wow. Looks like soapstone has some uses in the create mod, and soapstone can also be used as a substitute to cobblestone. You can combine soapstone and terracotta to make red rock. I don't know what that's used for. Item scroll, alright. I remember scrolls thing. Oh, polished soapstone, nice. Broadsword. Ooh, 17 attack damage. Okay, we're making that. I don't know which of the mods it is. I don't know if it's a mod at all, but for some reason, certain mobs just move at half speed randomly. These cats, either when they're running or when they're approaching like this, they're moving half as fast as I expect. Hey! Yeah, this kind of thing. Why are you way back there? Well, we should be getting close. I told him that he can keep 6 cows in here. We are now at 6 adult cows and 1 baby. I also realized that the wheat from this villager could be combined with the wheat that the cattle farmer needs. So I might just reassign him to use that chest. I think I will do that. The cow grew up, and now there are 6 again. So I'm thinking he did kill one. And we will see the loot hopefully soon. Oh dear. Sir, you seem to have fallen out of bed. Where did you come from? Now there's two. Okay. Another one? Oh boy. On a separate note, we heard that ghost earlier. And I wonder if I should look for a way to remove their ability to mount on flying wraiths or phantoms. It seemed like it didn't mesh really well with the creature itself, because it can apparently die from suffocation, which also seems a little odd for a ghost. There. Now the cows have an expanded area to live in. So I neglected my farmer too badly, and now he is mad at me. He has stopped farming because he doesn't have food. Alright, we got some steak. Nice. We're on our way. Take a lot of leather though. That can't be comfortable. Ow. Ooh. I think another reason that he yells about not having a tool is because he doesn't have wheat. If he doesn't have wheat, then he can't breed the cows. Now, what's cool with Arsenal is that even though this apparatus is set up and fully functional, this is not the only source jar, this is not the only source jar that this source link can feed into. In fact, watch this. See that? They don't even have to be touching. There we go. Now the sheep have their own pen. And as soon as we get a shepherd, we can start harvesting wool from them to sell. I'm not sure if the shepherd will also breed them. I'm a little worried about that because I don't want light gray sheep. Light gray is not a wool color that the vanilla shepherd will pay for. So I'm hoping that I can set the amount of sheep and then he'll only breed up to that point and then stop. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and we made some good progress. This was good. It was fun. I certainly enjoyed myself. I hope you're enjoying the series, and can't wait to see you next time. Bye!